Hey everybody, it's your boy Nate here, and you are watching the Legacy Sports channel. Welcome to the show. Hope you guys have been doing great on this beautiful weekend. It's been a while since we last spoke. Quite a lot has happened in the basketball world. Currently, we are in the midst of NBA Summer League. So far, we've gotten to see what a lot of these rookie and sophomore players have been able to do in the Summer League, especially one Cooper Flagg, drafted by the Dallas Mavericks. And in a span of 2 games, he has performed very well. In the second game, he scored a whopping 31 points in Summer League. And not long after that, the Mavericks, they decided to shut him down for the remainder of Summer League. They know what they've got on their hands. We've seen what he's been able to do at Duke. So it's looking like they're going to be protecting their investment going into the season. And hey, it looks like Nico Harrison has a second chance to redeem himself after that disastrous trade. So it will be fun to see what he does in the regular season. I'm sure he's going to have a great rookie year. I'm predicting he'll probably be rookie of the year. But there are a lot of other talented players in this draft, so we'll have to wait and see. In addition to Cooper Flagg, Bronny James has significantly improved his performance. If you recall last year during the Summer League, he only averaged around 8 points in the Summer League, but this Summer League season, he has improved his game significantly, averaging 14.3 points, 3.8 assists, and 2.5 rebounds. And he's been shooting close to 50% from the field and 35% from 3. That is quite the improvement. And it's looking like Bronny is starting to find his identity as far as what he does best on the court. I noticed that in the games I've been watching him play, he's been stepping it up on the defensive end and making his mark in that regard. So I think it's good to see that he's starting to find his identity on the court and his role. And I think that if he can stick to doing a handful of things pretty well, I think he'll have a pretty long and successful career in the NBA. But I'm happy. Lots of other sportscasters and pundits are reiterating a similar thing to what I am. And even the former NBA superstar Gilbert Arenas, he thinks Bronny has earned a spot in the NBA. And I agree. So it's great to see that he's doing well, and hopefully he'll continue to do better as he goes into the regular season. I'm happy for Bronny. In other news, what else has happened? The WNBA. They had their All-Star game recently. I caught a little bit of it. It was interesting to see. I try to catch a WNBA game here and there. I think the last game I saw was when the Aces played the New York Liberty not too long ago. Caught a little bit of that game, caught a Fever game. There's been a lot of buzz in the media going on about WNBA players wearing some t-shirts during warm-ups at the WNBA All-Star game, demanding better pay. And there's a lot of viewpoints going back and forth. There's some people who are saying WNBA players, they're not nearly as good or skilled as the NBA players, and they'll show highlights on TikTok of WNBA players missing open layups and shots and having a bunch of turnovers. Those were funny to see, but I think a lot of that is loaded by, like, some sexist feelings people have. Because let's be honest, regular season NBA games aren't much better. I mean, yeah, you'll be able to see more dunks, alley-oops, and maybe faster pace on the basketball court. But lately in the NBA, there's been a lot of brick throwing and a lot of teams jacking up threes that have no business shooting threes, and turnovers on top of that. Lately, I would venture to say, watching a college basketball game, you're much more likely to find better quality basketball than in an NBA regular season game. The only time I personally see that the play in the NBA is elevated is like towards the playoffs, in like a playoff game, or between two teams that have high seeds in their conference. Anyway, yeah, a lot of loaded stuff in those memes, but I think what a lot of WNBA players don't seem to understand is that the WNBA is a failing venture. They're losing money, reportedly somewhere in the woods of like 40 or 50 million per year. And they're being entirely subsidized by the NBA. So it's a tough ask to demand for more pay when you're not bringing in any sort of profit or meaningful revenue. And so I think that's something that a lot of WNBA players seem to miss. I understand their frustration. Everyone wants to make a better wage than what they're making. Things are expensive, and that's understandable, but I think they fail to understand that in order to command or have enough leverage to negotiate pay like that, you gotta have value, you gotta have leverage, you have to bring a lot of eyes to the sport. And that's something that they're struggling to command. They're struggling to do. But there's one particular WNBA player who is helping them accomplish that, or is on the verge of helping them accomplish that if they play their cards right with her. And that's Caitlin Clark. She's getting a record amount of views. And if you've watched my the WNBA is about to fumble the biggest bag ever video, where I talk about Caitlin Clark and the economic force that comes with her, if they take advantage of their situation and were more willing to put aside the jealousy and ego that they have for her and embrace her as the superstar and face of the WNBA, they'd have a better opportunity to get more eyes on the sport. And with more eyes comes more sponsorships, advertisements, TV deals, and then they would be able to command the salaries that your average NBA player will get. And I think that's something that they're failing to understand. And their meal ticket is literally literally standing right in front of them, but they just don't want to take that avenue. I don't know. But if any WNBA player happens to fall upon this video, your key to making a bigger salary in the WNBA is Caitlin Clark. I mean, yeah, it might not be what you want to hear, but she's going to bring more eyes to the game, the women's game. And right now, it's lacking that. Hence why it is not a profitable league. So, yeah. Anywho, yeah, it's been a while since I put out a video. A lot has happened, so pardon me, guys. I'm gonna try and get back to uploading a bit more consistently. If this video resonated with you, please give a like for the algorithm and subscribe to stay tuned for more content that I put out in the future. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. This is Nate, and you've been watching the Legacy Sports channel. I'll see you all in the next one.